Hey everyone, welcome to another vlog of mine. So, two shows I'm going to be talking about just finished their third season. So, first up, Orphan Black. Now, I'm going to briefly go over what Orphan Black is all about, just in case for the select few that actually don't know what it's about. Now, there will be a little bit of spoilers just because it just has to be done. Not because I want to, but to get to an explanation, you need to have a little bit of a spoiler. So, first off, Sarah Manning, she goes to a train station to get on a train to go back home, and then she looks and sees someone that looks exactly like her, and she starts taking off her shoes, it takes her purse off, and then just as the train starts to arrive, she commits suicide, and this freaks out Sarah Manning, and so because she thinks that they may be like twin sisters or something like that, she goes over and grabs her purse and then runs off. And then she starts to find things out, and she goes to the mystery woman that looks exactly like her's place to see what's going on, to see things, and then bad things happen, and she meets another person that looks exactly like her, and she's some like German type lady, and she ends up getting killed at a certain point in the first season. I won't say when or where, but she gets killed, and then after that, she finds out. She starts getting phone calls from this phone that was in the lady's purse, and they end up and she answers it finally, and she finds out, or she has a meeting with them, and then she finds out that she is a clone, and the woman that did a self-suicide, which at this point you find out her name is Beth, she also committed suicide, and you kind of, over at least the first season, you kind of figure out why she did what she did, sort of, but you find out more about why she did what she did in the third season, if that makes any sense at all. And so, at this point, you have Sarah Manning, Beth Childs, who committed suicide, is the one who committed suicide, Helena, who's the one who's hunting down the clones that look exactly like her, Cosima, Allison, and I think that's it in the way of female clones. So that's pretty much the gist of the beginning of Orphan Black. So hopefully that gets you interested in it, and for all you Canadians and Torontonians, in the train that Beth Childs commits suicide on, that is a GO train bus, or not bus, GO train, which I thought was pretty cool, and which one of the things that got me hooked. So, anyways, as of right now, for me at least, the way they ended it makes me think that there will be another season, or the way they ended it, it was not like a 50-50 whether there will be or whether there won't be, like whether it won't be needing a fourth season, because they do. I think it's been confirmed that they will be doing a fourth season, but I'm not 100% sure. So that's Orphan Black. Hopefully you go binge watch it on whatever Netflix, Crave It, Show Me, whatever program that has all the shows. Next, Defiance. Now, the season finale of season 3 ended either yesterday or the day before, whereas Orphan Black ended a while ago. And to me, the way Defiance ended, it kind of made me feel like they could go either way. They could stop right now, and it could be a half decent series finale. But throughout the whole thing, they never said series finale. They just kept on saying, or they kept on showing season finale in the corner or whatever. So that kind of makes me wonder, how are they going to come back from this? Because it's not like the two main characters from the show are in some pod like they were in the last season, the end of the last season, because there is a possibility of them coming back if it was like that. But now one of the main characters is going off. I think, if I remember correctly, his name is Nolan, and he goes off into space with a whole bunch of, I believe the character's called Olmecs. And if you don't know what an Olmec is, I'm pretty sure I'll have like some type of picture of what an Olmec looks like. So, and even the ending, they have like a 6 weeks later type of thing, and Nolan hasn't come back yet, and it kind of looks like he either, if there is a fourth season, maybe he will come back and it'll just be like a 6 months later type of a deal, or maybe like, and I'm not talking about like right away, I'm talking about like maybe like 2 or 3 episodes in, he'll be back. And but I'm talking about like when the season or the next season starts, which I hope that there is another season, where like when they come back, it'll be like 6 months later or a year later or something like that. And then but to Nolan, it's been like 5 years or something like that, or 10 years or something like that. Well, I'd say more than 5 years, because that's more realistic, and they can age him a little bit better that way. And you still want a half decent young person to play Nolan. So, anyways, so overall, right now for me, it's kind of a 50-50 whether I think it's going to come back because of the way they ended it. So, I don't know if I spoiled some of it for you. Sorry if I did. And so for Defiance, just to give a brief talk about, if you have never seen the show, Earth was overrun by 3 different species, or aliens species, and they had this big great war, and then all of a sudden there was this other alien race that came down afterwards, and all 3 alien races plus the humans were brought together and fought off the last alien race. And so the place called Defiance, they are years later trying to work together with the other alien race, kind of like District 9 in a way, but only the difference is, one of the differences is that they're not segregated to a certain section of the planet. They're intermingling, they're having relationships and stuff like that. But each alien race, no offense to them, kind of looks like a human, even though they're trying to make it not look like a human. So yeah, it makes sense. So pretty much the gist of Defiance is that you may recognize Julie Benz from Dexter, the first 4 seasons, and you may recognize Jamie Murray from Dexter, who is in the 2nd season, who is, if I remember correctly, the main bad girl or villain or whatever. Well, at least that's what she's more known for until Defiance. So, anyways, check those two shows out, and whenever you watch this, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and goodbye.